City Council regular meeting of Monday, July 20th at exactly 5:30. City Clerk, can I get a roll call, please?
Mayor Doby,
I am here.
Mayor Pro Tem Nafolda,
Here.
Councilmember Hasselbrink,
Here.
Councilmember Hibbert,
Here.
Councilmember Lowe.
Here.
Now we're going to go ahead and go into closed session. City Attorney, can you please read the items aloud?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. The City Council will now convene into closed session to discuss items 3A through E as listed on this evening's agenda.
We live in a country that has so much to offer, 250 years, and we saw from our audience for the World Cup that so many people outside of our country were just so amazed about all the prosperity and all the choices that we had as a country, and we just thank you for allowing us to have that freedom. We ask that you keep all of our first responders safe, firefighters as they head into fire season, and police as always just putting their lives on the line to keep us safe. We ask us all this in your name. Amen.
Amen. All right. Next up, we've got some presentations. And first up is going to be the oath of office for Los Alamitos Police Officer Fan. So, Captain Gallagher, come on down. Go Beach!
His prior work experience included a position as an emergency medical technician for NorCal Ambulance in Sacramento County. And he also worked as a statement and claims investigator for Horseman Investigations in Huntington Beach. We did some of our background investigations for some of our hires. Officer Fan enjoys spending time with his girlfriend, Christine, and their 9-year-old Shih Tzu. He is passionate about fitness, and he enjoys running and working out whenever he gets a chance, so we gave him a lot of chances over the last 6 months. Officer Fan was an avid gamer growing up, and he still enjoys playing team strategy and story mode games. Officer Fan's future goals with the Los Alamitos Police Department include making a positive impact within the community, working as a detective in the Detective Bureau, and becoming a member of the Special Weapons and Tactics. His badge fitting today is going to be done by his girlfriend, Christine Thomas. Come on up here. Christine, where are you? Turn and face me. Right hand up. Or repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Tuan Fan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and to the Constitution of the State of California,
that I will take this obligation freely
that I will take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations. One last thing before we take some photo ops here is a certificate that was presented to you by Tony Strickland's office. There you go. Yeah. If I can get any of the uniform personnel to come on up for a photo, please.
All right, next up we have a presentation of the 2025 Mothers Against Drunk Driving Award and Orange County Auto Theft Advisory Commission Award. So I'm going to call the chief up, and then I'm going to let him do all the rest of the calling.
All right, let's see. First off, we have the Mothers Against Drunk Driver Award. In honor of your contribution to end drunk driving and drug driving, supporting the victims of these violent crimes, and preventing underage drinking and other drug use. And for the year of 2025, the Los Alamitos Police Department had an officer make 40 DUI-related arrests. And the winner of the award for the Los Alamitos Police Department is going to be Officer Mason Peacock. Also have a presentation here from the City of Los Alamitos and from Senator Tony Strickland's office. All right, next up is the Vehicle Theft Award for 2025. So this is to certify that Officer Evan Flynn was chosen as the Officer of the Year for the Los Alamitos Police Department for significant efforts during 2025 leading to the recovery of stolen vehicles and or the arrest of vehicle theft suspects. The members of the Orange County Auto Theft Advisory Commission and myself commend him for such contributions and are proud to include you in the selection group for the Orange County ATAC Vehicle Theft Officer of the Year. So please congratulate Officer Evan Flynn. And you also are getting a certificate from the City of Los Alamitos and from Senator Tony Strickland's office.
All right, script says come down, so I come down. So next, we have a presentation of a certificate to Miss Belinda Roman, our record specialist, in recognition of being named the City of Los Alamitos Employee of the Quarter. So we're gonna clap because now I'm not talking this Thank you and congratulations. So where's Captain South? Hey, come on down. Oh, we got good stuff. We got all kinds of stuff. All right, so you can come and say all of the good things because she's your record specialist, and then you can feel free to present these to her, and then we'll just all take a picture. Yes.
All right, we got some really nice things here that people have written, but before we say that, I just want to tell Belinda myself how much I appreciate her because she is absolutely my go-to person, not just for records, but it seems like for everything. I just say, where's Belinda, and things work out. So amazing communication skills. She talks to everybody. She gets things done and then lets you know that they're done. She's responsive. I was joking with her earlier that it should be like employee of the century because I don't think employee of the quarter is enough, but here we go. I'm going to read some of the nice things that people had to say. Belinda epitomizes what it means to be a dedicated and hardworking employee. Time and time again, she demonstrated remarkable reliability, consistently managing her responsibilities with efficiency and care. Her readiness to assist others, no matter the task, highlights her team-first attitude and steadfast support for her colleagues. In addition to her impressive work ethic, Belinda excels in communication. See, told you. She ensures that information flows clearly and effectively, fostering a cohesive work environment. Moreover, she dedicates time to mentor and guide new team members, helping them gain confidence and competence in their roles. We're truly fortunate to have her as part of the Los Alamitos team. And I hope you're ready to hold a lot of things. We have a certificate from the city, certificate of recognition from the county, Janet Nguyen, and from Tony Strickland's office. All right. Here's
And then I got one.
oh.
I got the belt. They may need a big one. This is really heavy. So here, how about put this here, we'll put this here, and then you come and you stand on one side and I'll stand on the other, and we'll hold it for her. So she'll hold everything. We have a presentation of a certificate to Diana Lara, the Executive Director of Food Finders, in recognition of being featured in the Mayor's Business Spotlight. So if I can invite Miss Diana to come on down. Come on. Well, clap. We can clap. Okay, now, they write a lot of stuff that I'm supposed to say, but I can never completely articulate or encapsulate the beauty of the work that the business actually does. So what I will say is this is the city's way of trying to give back a small portion to our businesses. We want to highlight you, we want to celebrate you, we want to encourage and edify you and tell the world about you, but no one would do that better than you. So they've got this little video queued up. We're going to let the video play, and then I want you to kind of share with our audience a little bit about what Food Finders does. Okay. All right, Ms. Wendy. And we will have the full version of that available on our website, and then we will also send it over to you so that you can push it out. And while I go and get your certificate, because I don't see it, why don't you come and tell our lovelies about Food Finders?
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mayor Doby, to spotlight Food Finders and our relationship. We have a very long-standing connection with Los Alamitos. We have 11 donors that we pick up from here in Los Alamitos, and we give to 5 nonprofit agencies. Casa U started in 1990, just a year after we opened our doors. And then Precious Life started 2 years later. So very long-standing relationship. We are a nonprofit food rescue, but we do so much more than that. We have a Food for Kids program, which provides weekend meal boxes to 47 Long Beach Unified School District schools. We have our only direct community distribution at, it's called our Community Marketplace, and that's at Admiral Kidd Park, and that's the fourth Saturday of each month, and we're serving 500 families, and that's growing every month. Then our last program is our Backyard Harvest, which recovers produce from local homes throughout the surrounding cities. So again, I'd like to thank Mayor Doby and her staff for this opportunity. They made it a lot of fun, and thank you so much for the support.
Now a certificate and picture time. So first, from and on behalf of the City of Los Alamitos, thank you, Food Finders. And then we have a certificate from our County Supervisor Janet Wynn's office, and then we also have a certificate from our State Senator Tony Strickland's office.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, and then you want the backdrop, or you want we're gonna walk over to our backdrop, and you'll take one picture solo, and then I will gladly join. All right, next up, we have a presentation of a certificate to Miss Christina from the Space Program Manager of Arrowhead Products. So can I get Miss Christina to come on down? All right, so I think this might be the first time I've ever remembered y'all coming into my chamber, so I'm gonna read what they said about you, okay? Is that okay with you? Okay. So the City Council of the City of Los Alamitos would like to recognize Arrowhead Products for their meaningful impact on our nation through the advanced national security and space exploration. Los Alamitos may be just 2 square miles, but big things are happening here. Companies like Arrowhead Products, located right on Katella off of Lexington, are helping advance our nation's aerospace, defense, and space exploration efforts, proving that innovation can thrive in our small community. So tonight it's my privilege to recognize one of the people helping to make that possible, Miss Christina. And I'm not gonna butcher your last name. Leogas. I'm here for it. She's a lifelong Los Alamitos resident. Well, check that out. And a Los Al grad, go Griffins. Go Griffins. And a space manager at Arrowhead Products. You're celebrating 30 years with the company. Hey, congratulations, that's awesome. Well, we're happy to have you. That is a hometown story. That's a success right there. All right, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to share a little bit more with us, and then we've got some presentations here, and then we'll finish with a photo. Okay.
I've been privileged to work at Arrowhead Products for the last 30 years. I started off as a one-day temp, made an impression on our CFO, and was offered the opportunity to kind of temp for a few more weeks. And then was offered a full-time job. Worked my way through the company. I've had amazing mentors and bosses at Arrowhead Products. I can't say enough. It's a large business, but it has that kind of small business feel to it because we're so connected with what we do. We support defense, we support commercial aviation, and then I was fortunate enough to kind of get kidnapped over to our Plant 2 group for space, and I am proud to be the program manager for Space Launch Systems, which is the fourth stage of Artemis. If you guys drive down Katella, you see the signs. We started off with Saturn, and we're now on Artemis, and I love what I do, and I love the city. I mean, I've grown up here. I never thought I'd come back, but yeah, it's a great city to live in, too.
Well, no, I'm looking past you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I've just been smiling at you, grinning and grinning, and I'm grinning at this rascal. Because it's not often that we actually have someone that's representing one of the certificates. So I'm going to have you present for your boss. And so this beauty is from the City of Los Alamitos to thank you and honor you. So thank you, and then you.
Hello, my name is Michelle Schutz. I'm here representing Assemblyman Trita. Thank you to the City Council and Mayor for allowing us here to give this to you. I'm really sorry because my shirt, I guess, didn't arrive. I don't know. I know it's the Postal Service, so I apologize. But I was reading over everything that we were given from Chelsea about your career and everything you've done in the community. And then you walk up here and I'm like, she cannot be this young. So you've done a lot and we really appreciate it. We're so honored to have you in our district. Again, these are amazing accomplishments. We're happy to have you here and we want to just thank you.
Thank you so much. No, I love her staff. I love her. I'm so honored to be here.
Nope. But wait, there's more.
30 years deserves a little bit more than just a couple presentations. 30 years, that's a lot of loyalty and dedication. Very impressive. Congratulations. Here I have a certificate of recognition on behalf of Senator Tony Strickland. It says, in recognition of your 30 years of dedicated service with Arrowhead Products and your exceptional contributions to the aerospace defense and space exploration industries. Your unwavering dedication, leadership, and commitment to excellence have supported programs of national significance while inspiring others through your distinguished career. On behalf of the state of California and the California State Senate, congratulations. Of course.
So I don't happen to have anybody here from Janet's office, do I? No? Okay, very good. So on behalf of Supervisor Janet Nguyen, oh yeah, we're loading you down. This is 30 years in the making here, friend. This is a resolution from her office as a thank you. So, Heidi, she's taking pictures. Set stuff up. Yes, because it's your city too. It's your Los Al too. It is.
Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so touched and honored.
What does the script tell me to do next? All right. Oh, script says, and I'm still staying up here. Okay, so we have a presentation of a proclamation to Craig Covey. Woo! He's our division chief of the Orange County Fire Authority in recognition of drowning prevention awareness. Chief Covey, come on down, come on down, come on down. Okay, so you've got a presentation, so you present first, I'll present after you, and we take a picture? Okay, let's do it.
All right, thank you, Mayor, Council, City staff, most importantly, residents. So it's that time of year again, and tonight's presentation, for once, I'm going to talk about something good, and then also something not so good. But those are cliffhangers to keep your attention, so you have to stay through it, okay? So we're talking about water safety. It's that annual time of year where everyone's in the pools, in the oceans, and stuff like that. And it's that tragic time of year where we're not paying attention, and our kids and our family members are drowning. So there's two kind of drownings here. Obviously, there's fatal and non-fatal. But when you hear that, non-fatal is something you need to understand. For every drowning, there's 5 incidents where someone didn't drown and die. But in those 5 incidents, many of them are gravely disabled. So it's more to it than when you hear that 5-to-1 ratio. So when you talk about drowning, you can see all the casual factors here for risk factors, but understand that 90% of the parents say that 90% of the parents say that their child will be near the water this summer, but less than half of them actually know how to swim. That's unacceptable when it's something that is so preventable. 10 people die each day due to unintended drownings. So in 2025 stats, this is where we start doing something maybe positive. Okay. So you can see the stats here in 2025, what we tracked last year. The key to it, you'll see that it's surprising is you would expect many of these children that are drowning are under the age of 4, 28 or 38 of those. But what's even more surprising, we had 41 over the age of 35 drown last year. So it's not just the kids. We have to pay attention to everybody that's in the water. This is where the good news comes in. If you look at our 10-year tracking, we went down 15% and at a 10-year low. That's a positive, and we want to celebrate that. Hopefully this message is getting out there, but 95 drownings is still too many, unacceptable, quite honestly, and we have to keep working on making it better. We should get this down to 0. It's preventable. So where does these happen? As you would expect, the community pools, the backyard pools, and the oceans are our primary places. And the number one distraction or number one factor here, you'll see lapse in supervision. That is the number one issue, and that's someone not watching our people in the water. Distractions, whether on their phone or they have other things that are creating them not to be paying attention to the children and everything going on, or whoever's in the water, as I said, because it's not just kids. In 2025, in my division, in the 4 cities that we serve, I serve or I supervise, we had 3 in Garden Grove, we had 2 in Westminster, we had 1 in Seal Beach, and unfortunately we did have 1 drowning in Los Alamitos. So for 2026, as we go into here, we've already off to a banger start, and it's really unfortunate. This stat is a little bit old with 28 drownings already, or 35 drownings already year to date with 11 fatalities. In that is the tragic news. We had a child in Garden Grove, 2 years old, drown in a koi pond. That's all it takes. Small amount of water, top-heavy child, and fell in. It doesn't have to be a pool. It can be a bucket. It can be a bathtub. It can be many things. We also had a 40-year-old woman drown about 2 weeks ago. Again, both ends of those spectrums captured in my division alone this last couple months. So time is the important factor. When we all know how long it takes for people to start having brain damage. It's really quick in how it affects. But the key here is if you have water around your house and you have someone missing, the first thing you do is check that water. Go look there, rule that out first, and then go find them. So how do we prevent this? This is the key to this whole conversation. There's the ABCs of water safety. Active supervision, not distracted. Barriers and classes. Learn how to swim. So going into that active supervision, assign somebody to watch the water at all times. Never swim alone, and make sure they're not distracted. It's not fair for someone to spend their whole day watching the water. Rotate them. Prevent that fatigue of watching and have them doing something else. So, but whoever's doing it is in charge of the safety of our most prized possessions. That's our family members and our children. Barriers. 2017 Safety Pool Act requires 2 of 7 barriers that are out there readily available, at least 2 of them to be there. And I am going to read those for the audience. An enclosure that isolates the pool or spa from the home. 2, removable mesh fencing in conjunction with a self-latching, self-closing gate. 3, an approved safety cover. 4, exit alarms in the home. 5, a self-closing, self-latching device with a release mechanism at least 54 inches above the floor of the home. 6, an alarm placed on the pool or spa. 7, other means of protection to determine. There's a lot of new technologies out there that fall under number 7 that are becoming more commonplace, especially through AI and other other options that will provide a more significant level of announcement that someone is near that pool through all the technologies. So C is the obvious one, is classes. Learn how to swim. It's the number one to prevent drownings, but not the number one guarantee. Many of the people that are drowning do know how to swim, but they're drowning for other reasons. And there's no such thing as a safe pool. If you look at all those stats, it's pretty amazing when you think about pools are the most attractive thing to go do during the summer, but yet one of the most dangerous things we have around our house. There's no such thing as a safe water. When you see someone that's 4.5 feet deep, water 4.5 feet deep, you're thinking that's not very deep, but the average kid 12 and under are under 4.5 feet tall, and they are susceptible to drowning. Drain safety is something you can't overlook. There's the ability for someone to get entangled in the bottom of the pool in a drain is very plausible if the right cover is not being used. So the important factor of this is know where to turn that off if someone gets trapped in there. It's the first thing you do is turn it off, and then you go rescue them. Flotation devices, flotation devices, flotation devices equal love. If you don't know how to swim, have a flotation device on. It doesn't mean that they can be unsupervised, but at least you're providing some sort of protection to them. Like I talked about those other water sources, bathtubs, open water, boating, and all that. As California, we have a lot of waterways and a lot of people out on the water. 79% of the boating deaths are due to drowning, and 85% of them did not have life jackets on. We rank third in the United States with the highest number of boating deaths, and second with the most number of boating accidents. And you can guess what the most casual factor on that is: alcohol and boating. Drowning myths. You see the TV, everyone's screaming for the lifeguard to help them and all that, but the reality, it is a quiet, silent drowning. You don't hear them, they're gasping, they've got their mouth just above the water. Those are the clues you're looking at that someone is struggling in the water. And as we close this out, here's the top 10 water safety tips, and the ones that I want to emphasize here is never swim alone, supervise, undistracted supervision, and be aware of the hazards around the pools. So again, just a last reminder, it's fast, it's silent, and it's 100% preventable. Just because you can swim doesn't mean you can't sink. So there's more information available at ocfa.org if anybody wants to dive into this more, all pun intended. And the city can support you with their social media and everything as well. So thank you very much.
You stay. So I know I give you a hard time about coming to make that presentation, but thank you for sobering us, because I do know how quickly it can happen. So thank you very much. I love it when he comes, but some of these presentations, buddy, I tell you what. Okay, I just had to make sure there was, oh, come back, Strickland's office. But on behalf of our city and our good folks here, I would like to present you this proclamation, because this year's Drowning Prevention and Awareness is observed May through August 2026, and this year's safety campaign is always watch the water and never swim alone. It gives in-depth information that will be provided by staff on what Orange County residents can do to prevent drowning. So that is what you just gave us. You are so appreciated, and you are up next, my dear.
On behalf of California State Senator Tony Strickland, we just wanted to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you for advocating, and we appreciate all of the messages that you give to the community. And we know that a lot of them are informative, or all of them are informative and really important, especially during these summer months. So thank you.
So that they can post it. Otherwise, I can't see the pictures, people. Okay, as cute as I am, I cannot give you all the pictures. Okay. Now. Magic agenda, say next. Okay, looks like skipping G. Okay. Gonna move on to H, which is a presentation of a proclamation for America's 250th anniversary. This one's funny because I'm making a presentation, but I'm making it to us, so I'm making it to myself. So, Chet, come down, I'm gonna make it to you. So the City of Los Alamitos is proudly joining communities across the nation in recognizing America's 250th anniversary. Our celebration is already in full swing. City Hall and the Council Chamber have been transformed with vibrant America 250 decorations. Y'all see it? Yep. It's all outside. We're the best looking city. Our staff is sporting commemorative shirts. Take a look around. We're all wearing them. Twinsies across the board. Our staff is supporting the shirts, and New America 250 flag now stands prominently as a symbol of unity and patriotism. We kicked off our festivities with an unforgettable America 250 summer concert block party on June 25th. If you missed it, you missed it. We brought music, neighbors, and community spirit together. Celebration continued with our beloved 3rd of July fireworks spectacular. We lit up the sky in honor of this historic milestone, and we're not done yet. Los Alamitos will be proudly recognizing our nation's freedom again during Celebrate Los Al on September 12th. Don't miss it. You need more information, contact the lady with the camera. We will continue the momentum as we celebrate America's 250th year. Come, no. My name ain't on that one. So, your hierarchy, you go first.
Oh, okay. Happy 250 Los Alamitos. We're so glad that you're a part of District 36. Thank you so much.
You can get candy from over there.
There you go. Good to see you. Of course. Are we doing photos? I was going to say.
First time.
First time for everything.
And then on behalf of the city, I've got a proclamation from the city to the city, because we know how to have a good time. So will you accept this on behalf of us to us?
I would be honored.
Us to us? Okay,
We
okay.
have such good taste.
Obviously we do. All right, so what we're gonna do is everybody that has on one of these shirts, meet me at the backdrop. Everybody that has on one of these shirts, meet me at the backdrop. We want to picture a backdrop. Only because no one else does it. Although bars will come and take the picture that we have.
She's setting it up for you.
So the red dot needs to be on someone's face.
Not my face. That's anybody else. Just know it.
Yes, it will. It is my
I was gonna
gift.
put it everywhere.
All right. You want yours? Okay, next up we have oral communications. At this time, any individual in the audience may come forward to speak on any item within the subject matter jurisdiction of the City Council. Remarks are to be limited to not more than 5 minutes per speaker. I've got 2 speaker cards, but just know that you don't have to have filled out a speaker's card to come and chat with us. You can just come on down. And the first card that I have is from the U.S. Small Business Administration Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, Amber Carrillo. Come on down.
Well, thank you, Mayor and City Council members. Thanks for the opportunity to come and address you guys tonight. My name's Amber Carrillo. I am a Public Affairs Specialist for the U.S. Small Business Administration Office of Disaster Recovery and Resilience. Our organization is in your area in response to the hazmat incident that happened in Garden Grove, May 21st through the 29th. Our mission here is to connect businesses and private nonprofit organizations with SBA disaster assistance to improve disaster recovery outcomes and economic resilience by helping the community recover from the hazmat incident. The SBA is offering lending options to qualified businesses at a fixed interest rate of as low as 4% and private nonprofits as low as 3.625%. Loan amounts can be as high as $2 million, and the terms are as long as 30 years, with no interest and no payments due for the first 12 months, no pre-payoff penalties, and no cost to apply. These economic injury disaster loans are for working capital to help the small business, small agricultural cooperative, and most private nonprofit organizations meet their ordinary, necessary financial obligations that cannot be met as a result of the hazmat incident. They are intended to assist through the recovery period. There are many ways that businesses could have been affected. Their regular clients may have been in that disaster area and they weren't able to get to those businesses at that time. They may get products from businesses in that area, and because of the closure, they could not get business or get their products any longer. Their businesses may service that area, and they couldn't go into that area because of the shutdown. And they couldn't do their jobs because of that evacuation. That was a holiday weekend, and possibly some of their clients may have canceled their plans to come out to the area during that time, and they may have suffered that economic injury. Businesses should not hesitate to reach out to see if they may qualify. There's no obligation to accept those funds. The Small Business Administration has set up a business recovery center where business representatives can go and meet with our customer service representatives to walk them through that process of applying. The Business Recovery Center is located on the first floor of the Euclid office building, and that's at 12966 Euclid Street in the city of Garden Grove. The hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and there is no appointment needed. However, if you do want to make an appointment, you can go to appointment.sba.gov/schedule. Again, that's appointment.sba.gov/schedule. We also have an amazing mobile recovery vehicle that is here in California, and we can bring that to any location. It is a self-contained center that has power, it has internet, it comes with customer service representatives and computers so that the business owners can go there and they can start that application process right there at any location. So if you have a location that would allow us to come and park our MRV there, we would love to talk to you. Businesses can also apply online at sba.gov/disaster. And they can call their customer service line at 1-800-659-2955. Businesses may not know that they have been affected until their next financial review. So our application deadline is March 11th, 2027. And we would love to work with you to inform your constituents about the programs that we're offering. We have flyers, the current press release, fact sheets, and several other informative sheets that we can email to you, that you can email out to your constituents. We have it in several languages as well. And this declaration includes the businesses in Orange County, as well as Riverside County, San Bernardino County, Los Angeles County, and San Diego County. So thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to working with you to get this information out to your constituents.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, next up, we have got Cindy Powers and Maria Teresa Diaz. Come on down. From St. Isidore's Historical Plaza.
Just gonna hold this up on the side. Hello, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it. We were here a couple months ago advertising for our centennial, our 100th anniversary. We had the festival. Thank you very much for those of you who came. A lot of nonprofit booths and small business booths. It was a fabulous day. Now we're here because we're doing something a little bit more formal to celebrate our centennial, hence our garb today. We wanted to be a little sparkly. This is going to be an evening of fun. We've got a happy hour live music performance. We have an opera singer for our dinner prelude, and then we have a live band after that. So we're hoping that all of you can make it. You should already have in your postal mail, each one of you should have received an invitation. We also left some flyers here and a poster, and because she's the heart, she'll explain who we are and I'm the business. I like to say that all of you are in businesses, and we would love it and be honored and pleased if you would take a look at the sponsorship opportunities that we have available. I think they're very affordable. We're trying something new in our organization, and so they're not as high as maybe you might think. Maria Teresa?
Madam Mayor, you said come on down. And I'm saying right now, come on down to our place. This is from 1999. We saved a place and made it historical. And that means a lot to me. I've been there for 51 years. And the history is fantastic, and it's the only historical site in Los Alamitos, for goodness sakes. You know, we want to celebrate 100 years of it. And I thank you very much for whatever participation you have with this, with us. Thank you very much.
As I look out into the audience, is there anyone else that would like to come and speak? That's what you get for being out in the audience. All righty. Well, then we will go ahead and close oral communications, and we'll move on to updates from the mayor. I have a few things that I would like to share. Oh, I gotta do these ones first. All right. Summer Concert Series is going to be presented by the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Commission in collaboration with the Los Alamitos Recreation and Community Services Department. It's a series of free, gratis outdoor events that offer families opportunities to come together and enjoy live and really good music. All the concerts take place from 6:30 to 8 p.m., so you can still get home and get into bed if you need to, with free summer giveaway items offered at the Los Alamitos Recreation and Community Services info. If y'all gonna want me to read this, we gotta shorten this. Like, let me get an acronym or something. We have an info booth and family fun activities provided by the Los Al Rec on the Go. Second set of our 4 concerts, called the Concerts in the Park, alternate between Little Cottonwood Park and Orville Lewis Park. These concerts are held on Thursdays, with remaining dates on July 23rd, July 30th, and August 6th. The concerts in the park will also have various food vendors and merchant booths. Do not miss out on some great music with our community on a warm summer evening at a park near you. They put up this Mayor's Ball that will be Saturday, August 22nd, and it's basically to help fund a project through the Los Alamitos Community Foundation. I need an acronym for that too. And the Senior Meals on Wheels program. So it's a fantastic event, but the mission for it is even fantasticer. So come on out and have a good time. And then the Los Alamitos Business Alliance is dedicated to strengthening the local economy by fostering collaboration, connectivity, and innovation among the city's business community. Guided by the city's economic development strategic plan, the Alliance serves as a central hub for business resources, advocacy, and engagement, empowering entrepreneurs, supporting growth and retention, and fostering partnerships between local businesses and city leadership. If you want to be a part of the Alliance or just get some more information, jump on down to losalbusinessalliance.org. And then I got a couple more things that I would like to make a request on. First, well, I want to share. I took a ride in our Los Al link, and it's a ride share. Like, I know that it's a ride share, but then I didn't anticipate that I would share the ride. But it was cool that I did, because I was in a car with Miss Phyllis and Mr. Joaquin and their driver, Michelle, and I was able to ask this adorable couple, like, how do you like the link? What do you think? And she was like, oh, it's so wonderful because the driver, Michelle, she was really patient. You know, we had something happen right when she arrived, and she had to wait for us. I think they'll wait like 5 minutes before they drive off, so I'm assuming that she had to wait a little longer. And she was very gentle with them and explained that she told them how to put a little note in reserving the vehicle so that they wouldn't have to get the big vans because they have a walker. But it's a tiny walker, so it fits in our little hatchback. And she was like, oh, it was just so wonderful. Miss Michelle just took such good care of us. And she's like, and I really want the city to know. I said, well, tell me more. I'll tell the city. You tell me, I'll make sure I tell the city. But just to know that this program is doing such amazing things and making such a beautiful impact, and our residents are loving it. They're so appreciative. They were so happy to be shuttled, as was I. And it's free all summer to anybody. You just dial them up. It takes about 5 minutes for them to show up. They'll take you anywhere in our geofence. Then I would like to get an update on, and I'm changing gears, for our unhoused individuals. I would like to see what program activities, partnerships, and I'm not looking for an answer today. I'm looking to throw this on people's radars so that we can have it at top of mind. What our outreach efforts, measurable outcomes. LA 28 is right around the corner. I would like to be proactive in preparing for what is little more than potential increases in the number of the unhoused individuals that will be arriving in our different jurisdictions. So what are some of the programs and things that we'll have in place to address these challenges, which are, I'm so sure. So, I mean, and it's something that we're talking about across the county. You know, my mayor friends, we're all trying to figure out how are we going to tackle this. So I want it to be top of mind. And I see you've pulled your mic up, so if you've got something, I'll take it, but there's no pressure.
I was just going to say, Madam Mayor, that this has been a topic of discussion amongst all of the North County SPA or the North County service group areas that we're a part of. And yes, the chief and I will be prepared to bring back some, I'll say, some efforts that are being undertaken with regards to training, but also the way that we deploy our teams out in the streets in order to make sure that we're making appropriate contact.
Okay, and I'm assuming that it will be some connect tissue to our business watch.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Okay.
Of course.
And our neighborhood watch, okay. And then I'm gonna pivot to e-bikes because I recently attended our PD's community forum where e-bike issues were a major topic of discussion. And then I also recently spoke with a Huntington Beach council member who shared the steps that their city is taking. So Huntington Beach provides education to middle school students similar to our current efforts, but then they also offer several additional components that I think would benefit our community as well. So I would like for us to explore whether our city can partner with Seal Beach and our school district, UCI Medical, potentially to expand our e-bike safety initiatives. And it would be something similar to what, or we could just appropriate their whole spiel, I'm fine either way. But Huntington Beach's efforts, because it would include incorporating a formal curriculum with an exam, creating a designated course for hands-on e-bike riding and safety training, collaborating with the UCI Medical Center to bring in nurses' experience in treating e-bike related injuries, and then directly involving parents in the program, because I believe that the parents have to go through the program with their students out in Huntington Beach. And that might be another layer that maybe we can fold into what we have been doing. But something that I want to throw out there so that we can take another look at it. And again, I'm not looking for anything tonight, but just because it's top of mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, lastly, I've got some staff shout outs. I love these. I think I explained it a couple of meetings ago because we always acknowledge our executive team. We always acknowledge our directors. We typically can acknowledge managers, but then as you kind of matriculate down the line, there's people that we just don't see. We don't know their names. We don't know what their contributions are. So my first one is for rec manager Jennifer Sisoyev. She was formally recognized as a 2025 Woman of Distinction on Thursday, July 9th. She received the honor from Senator Strickland. The award highlights Jennifer's outstanding leadership, dedication, and meaningful contributions to the Los Al community. And we are proud to celebrate her achievements and grateful for the positive impact that she has had through her service. And I will tell you that just a simple acknowledgement of someone's good work means so much. I walked in, Jennifer didn't know I was coming. She was almost in tears. And her daddy was there. Oh, Dad, the mayor! So it's small things. I realize when you have a title, you don't understand the depth and breadth of your title. But some people, like, you know, just take an extra second and say, hey, don't hit him. You're doing a good job. Jordan's my dude. I can hit him. Next, I have a heartfelt shout out to Support Services Manager Robert Acosta. And where is he? He's not even here. So can y'all tell him I was talking about him? His exceptional behind the scenes contributions to our police department, which is a big deal because Robert was fired. He crossed over. Not many people do that particular bridge. He consistently goes above and beyond to support critical operations. Most recently, he played a key role in organizing the department's community town hall meeting. His leadership has also been instrumental in many areas, including coordinating the Citizens Academy, guiding our emergency response efforts during the recent Garden Grove GKN aerospace incident, and then overseeing the police department's social media presence. So we extend our sincere appreciation to Robert for his dedication, professionalism, and continued commitment to not just our community, but to our PD as a form of fire. All right, Next, we will do updates from city staff. What you got?
Nothing for you, Madam Mayor.
Watch out now. Okay, we will move on to our warrants. Are there any questions for staff to follow up before the next council meeting? Then I will ask for a motion in a second.
I'll move it.
Okay, can I get a roll call?
Mayor Doby,
Yes.
Mayor Brooks,
Yes.
Councilmember Hasselgreen,
Aye.
Councilmember Hibbert,
Aye.
Councilmember Lowe.
Aye.
Fantastic. We'll move on to the consent calendar. All consent calendar items may be acted upon by one motion unless a council member requests separate action on a specific item. Is there anybody who would like to pull an item? I'm gonna pull F. All right, then can I get a motion for the balance of the consent calendar?
I'll move it.
Second.
This is all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, what I would like on F, because this is the approval of the bus shelter license and maintenance agreement. So what I would like, and I'm gonna ask Dr. Noda, unless Professor Simmons would like to interject. The bus shelters are of no charge to us because of an agreement that we have, right? And that includes the maintenance and upkeep, which includes the trash cans. And so what I'm looking for is potentially having the attention to the trash cans and the maintenance be more seasonal. So maybe during the summer, they come out more frequently than they would during the year, because I think during the summer we get more utilization of the bus shelters. Because I walk quite a bit, and when I see sometimes the trash cans, they're not just full, they're overflowing. And I think it's just because of the traffic that is more seasonal, especially during the summer. So is that something that can be, because it's already in our contract, there's like, we can approve this tonight and it's not gonna make a difference either way because it's already something that we're paying for, right? It's not additional monies.
So yes, good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. So yes, to answer your question, in the agreement that hopefully you will approve tonight, it does state that our contractor for the bus shelter maintenance does a visit once a week to empty the trash and clean the shelter. As you noted, Mayor, that there might be increased use during the summertime. So we've been with them. You read the report for many years, and we're re-upping with them. We've had a very positive relationship with them. We will inquire during the, like you stated, the summer season. We can increase it to maybe twice a week, and I'm very confident that we can get them because we've had a very positive relationship. So again, to clarify, we do not pay for any sort of maintenance or cleaning. It's a kind of a trade-off where we allow them to advertise on the bus shelter. That's how they make their money, and on the end, they upkeep it for us. But I do also want to point out that during the advertisement, we as a city, we are guaranteed outreach spots on the bus shelter as well, which if you drive around the city, you'll see that we put out America 250 outreach on there currently. All right, so hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, and then you mentioned the maintenance and cleaning. If they could power wash, I think would be helpful. I don't know what their cleaning mechanisms are now, but I mean, if there's a spill, it's pretty significant. And I don't think just a wet rag and a squeak bottle will do it for outside cleaning. So if that's something that could be looked at as well, under the banner of free, obviously, that would be wonderful.
Understood.
You looking at me? Okay.
If I could just
yes.
add some additional information concerning the contract, as Ron had noted, there is a general obligation to keep these structures clean and free of debris and wash them and so forth on a regular basis. But we do have some specific language in there about the trash receptacles.
Okay.
And that language states that they are required to empty the trash cans whenever full, but no less than 2 times per week. So under the current language, they'll be out there twice a week, but if, as you've indicated, there's heightened use during the summer months, for example, and we're finding that those trash cans are full 3-4 times a week, they would respond to that increased need.
Okay. Well, or maybe just, circling back on enforcement. I don't know if that's the right word, but ensuring that they are out twice a week. Because when it's full, it is overflowing, and then I think that leads to how it would be cleaned or maintained, and that's why I mentioned pressure washing.
That's definitely, Madam Mayor, that's something definitely that we can get with the vendor and actually set up a schedule, and then also anything that is above and beyond, obviously, that we can talk to them about, or we can also have our public works team take a look as well.
Okay. Well, I want to
Them
get
first.
what I'm not
Yeah.
paying.
Yes,
for,
ma'am.
But I bartered for it first. Okay, perfect. Okay. Well, that was all that I had for F. So because I pulled it, I will make a motion to approve the agreement for the bus shelters.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
I didn't hear you.
Okay. All right, next we're moving into our public hearing. We have A, which is a resolution number 2026-26, an update to the cost recovery mastery fee schedule, which is through finance. So can I get a staff report, please?
So, Madam Mayor, just really quickly, this is something that we bring before the City Council each year in order to ensure that our costs are keeping pace with inflation. As such, we recommend that that we continue to make sure that we're completing our cost recovery efforts by ensuring that we're keeping pace by adding the CPI index increase each year. So this will be, I think, the third or fourth year that we've done this in a row, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And with that, I'll turn it over to Craig.
Yeah. Thank you, City Manager. Mayor and Council, this is simply an update to now include animal fees included into the master fees. They were previously not included and were now joined up with the Orange County Animal Services to provide service for the city. We need to include those fees in our schedule as well.
Okay. Are there any questions up here?
You mentioned animal services, and I'm a newer dog owner. What's the new fee for a pet license, a dog license?
I believe it covers all the licenses that are required, dog licenses, pet licenses.
Same fee as what we were paying Long Beach?
Yes, but significantly less under the Orange County.
Any other questions? Okay, so we will open the public hearing. Are there any public comments? I will close the public hearing.
Madam Mayor, if I may. We are streaming live as a requirement for SB 707, and we do not currently have any remote participation either.
So you're gonna add that to the green writing for next time.
Mhm.
All right, so can I get a motion?
I'll move it.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, perfect. Next, we'll go on to resolution number 2026-24, which is an annual adjustment to the Public Works bidding threshold. Can I get a staff report, please?
And I'll turn it over to Mr. Noda, but again, this is an item that we bring before the City Council each year in order to make sure that our cost recovery efforts are keeping pace with inflation.
Thank you. Like the city manager Simmons says that the charter permits annual adjustment to the California Construction Cost Index, which is CCCI, annually. So for this year, from June 1st, 2025 to June 1st, 2026, it is calculated that the annual cost increase will be 1.97. So right now, it goes from basically 125,000 to 127,462. And so this is just a formal documentation to add on the 1.97% increase.
Okay. Thank you. Are there any questions from the dais? Then I will open the public hearing. Are there any public comments? Is there anything online?
No, ma'am.
And then I will close. So the public hearing, is that relevant to those in person and online?
Under SB 707, the entire meeting is relevant to remote participation.
Okay. So I will officially close the public hearing. Can I get a motion?
I'll move it. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and now we will move on to council announcements. At this time, council members may also report on items not specifically described on the agenda that are of interest to the community, provided no action or discussion is taken except to provide staff direction report back or to place an item on a future agenda. So I will start to my to my left, Councilmember Hibbard.
Thank you. To celebrate this great nation, the Rossmore Highlands neighborhood, each year we have a small parade in our neighborhood. We literally head up Reagan, U-turn, and come back to the park on Pine and had a barbecue. So I wanted to thank all the residents who helped plan that and help plan that every year. And remind also the residents of the Rossmore Highlands that our concerts in the park are coming to Orville Lewis Park this Thursday, and want to encourage everyone to join in the festivities. And then I'd like to read the rest of my statement. This 4th of July marked the 250th anniversary of the birth of our nation. To commemorate this historic milestone, I traveled to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the birthplace of American independence. While there, I had the opportunity to visit many of the places where our nation's story began, including Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was debated and adopted on July 4th, 1776. Standing in that historic room was a powerful reminder that the freedoms we enjoy today are secured through extraordinary courage, sacrifice, and an unwavering belief in liberty and self-government. The trip was especially meaningful to me personally because I'm the direct descendant of a Pennsylvania farmer named Matthias Miller, who fought in the American Revolution. Walking the same streets where my ancestor once lived and served our young nation gave me a profound appreciation for the sacrifices made by ordinary men who accomplished extraordinary things. It reminded me that the blessings we enjoy today were earned through courage, perseverance, and faith. As we celebrate 250 years of our republic, I hope we all take time to reflect on those who came before us and renew our commitment to preserving the freedoms and opportunities that define our nation for future generations. I love America. I love our history, our people, our God-given rights, and our freedoms that make us unlike any other nation in the world. I cherish the liberties protected by our Constitution, including the First Amendment, which guarantees our freedom of speech and allows Americans to express their views openly, and the Second Amendment, which protects our right to keep and bear arms. These constitutional freedoms are among the cornerstones of our republic and are rights that generations of Americans have fought to preserve. As President Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It is our responsibility to preserve that freedom, to teach it to our children and grandchildren, and to leave this nation stronger than we found it. May God continue to bless the city of Los Alamitos, the great state of California, and the United States of America. Happy 250th birthday, America.
You done?
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Lowe.
Sure. Three things. Last month, I attended a life science company with Tree Ta, as well as Michelle Schutz was here today. The July 3rd Spectacular with all of you, which was a great event. And also last Thursday, concert in the park at Little Cottonwood, which was also a great event. I encourage everybody to attend the concerts in the park. I think they're really a lot of fun. I enjoy them very much. So that's it, Mayor.
My turn. Okay, busy beginning of July. We did the fireworks stand through the foundation. Big change, we moved the second site over to Gunal Lumber. Thank you to Gunal Lumber for accommodating us. That change increased that booth by about 300% from the previous years in sales. The rough estimate that we have, we sold about $189,000 in 4 days. People like to blow things up.
Safely.
Safely, yes, they're safe and sane. Huge thanks to the Park and Rec staff who absolutely ran this place. It was great because it gave me room to breathe. We have 96 spots to fill and a whole lot of fireworks to reorder so we don't sell out. We were selling out the first day on some of the items, so the amount of money that people spend on these is obscene. We had Grammy and Papa with their grandkids come and spend about $1,500 because they just can't say no to those sweet little things. So that's all great. We had Summer Harvest, Kiwanis, and MyArt helping in the staffing. Like I said, we have 96 spots to fill in the 4 days. And with the amazing help of our Park and Rec staff, who literally took over and just ran the thing, we're going to have probably about $90,000 into the foundation to be able to support new services, existing services, especially for our sweet seniors, with the Meals on Wheels and also some of their classes. So we are thrilled. If Elvis needs a brother, talk to me now. So that was really great. The 3rd of July was always awesome. I think you said 12,000 people? Okay, give or take. A lot of people were there. Everybody was in great moods. It was really quite spectacular. OCFA, we are dark in July and August, but we've got some really cool things coming up in September. I attended my ALEC board meeting. Newport Beach Dove Townhomes was consistent. Costa Mesa Fairview Developmental Center was consistent. Costa Mesa Neighborhood, Where We All Belong, was inconsistent, and that was due to the developments in a high noise area. It could exceed the maximum height of 92 feet, and it falls within the runway protection zone, which means they are right there when planes take off and land. So we found that inconsistent. However, I was the only elected there, and we had a robust discussion about the state mandate versus the state mandate ALEC board, that they contradict themselves, and we were told just to overrule ALEC. So we just had a real interesting conversation about when the state tells you to do one thing and then they tell you to do the exact opposite thing. We would rather be compliant with the state mandate because that doesn't cost us money. So that is how we go, and ALEC understands that, and they're in the same boat pretty much we are, state mandated. Let's see, Cal Cities, they had their board meeting last week, and they were in support of the formal expansion of the Rural Cities Group to now be the Small and Rural Cities Group. This was near and dear to my heart. I've been working on this for about 18 months and talked to anybody who wouldn't tell me to go away. And we were able to get this working with the rural cities that already exist. It's fairly new, but it does already exist. This will allow us, we'll have a business meeting at the League's conference in Anaheim in September. We also are speaking on wearing every hat, labor, leadership, and liability in small cities. That's going to be in one of the general sessions. We'll have a listserv where we can exchange ideas, we can discuss state mandates, and just kind of learn from each other. Just a quick little trivia thing, 49% of cities in California are under 30,000 people. So we are combining all those small little voices into one big voice, and get some services for the small cities and get some learning materials for the small cities. So that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to thank the residents of the suburbia neighborhood. They invited the mayor to participate, but they allowed me to attend and participate as well. It's my understanding it's the longest running parade, 4th of July parade, maybe parade altogether in Orange County. So thank you for that. It was a really good time. I attended both of my OC sanitation meetings. Nothing to report there. And I went to a couple of the concerts in the park. The last one, last Thursday, was a really good time. So I encourage people to come out. It's a really good time. And it was pretty cool. So you kind of, it's not in the heat of the day. You get out, you get some cool air, get some food, and listen to some good music. So that's it.
Okie dokie. I just always have like such a long list, but it's just because I love my city so much and I give so much of myself. So we're going to go through this. I went to my ACCOC Executive Board meeting. We are discussing collaborations and advocacy across the county and then all ACCOC member cities, and then try to add to our ranks so that we can strengthen our Orange County voice. I won't say that Orange County gets bullied by bigger counties, but they would like to. We received a check from Congressman Tran's office to support the city's, a facet of their drone program. So it was about $300,000. It was like the big check, so we're waiting on the actual check, but that was actually pretty cool. I attended several of the summer concert series over on Pine Street, and it really is a phenomenal turnout on each of the Thursday evenings. I strongly suggest that you go. Really, LosAl knows how to throw a party. So if we're throwing a party, you want to come out and be a part. I went to my Vectors Board meeting, and we had one positive West Nile virus case in our city. So we are always pushing out the latest information on our website. It's on our social media. And bottom line is these mosquitoes, these little, they can live in even a cap full of water. So tip and toss, make sure that you are emptying bodies of water, you're paying attention to your pools, and they can live in your house. So it's making sure that you're not leaving standing water in any of your sinks, any of your bathtubs, keep your toilet seat closed, all that jazz. More information on the Vectors website. I also had the distinct pleasure of not just emceeing the ACCOC Golden Hub of Innovation Award, but our city was actually honored with a Golden Hub. And congratulations to our staff on being recognized countywide by our colleagues and our counterparts for our extreme excellence. Then I also had an OCOG board meeting where we approved the budget for 2026-2027. It was balanced with no increases to dues or cuts to funding. I attended the PD's town hall. It was pretty well attended and very informative. The major takeaways were how to avoid senior scams and the need for more e-bike intervention. We're actually working on trying to get more of that senior scam alert information out to our residents because it's really abhorrent the way that people can take advantage of these. Anybody that answers your phone, it's like you say hello, they take your voice, they clone it, and then they can call one of your loved ones and say, they were arrested, they were in a catastrophic accident, they were this, that, and whatever, and now they're asking them for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. So we need to kind of push that information out more. And we had a spectacular 3rd of July event. We had so many of our legislators and representatives and agency partners. We even had the, an executive director from OC San. From OC Sanitation District, he came out, and their chair, they came out, and our chief came out, and I loved having, and our city attorney came out. It was just flush full of a wonderful time, and it was so very well attended that they had to close the gates. I don't know if we have to do that every year, but we had to close our gates this year and not allow anybody else in. But everyone that came said that it was a glorious time. It made me super proud to not just be a Los Alamitian, which is what I call my kids, but also an American. I was in, like Pro Tem said, a July 4th parade in suburbia, and they put me in a little red Corvette. So that song was playing through my head as we're driving around in a short little circuit. I'm not gonna sing it now. And then I was also honored to witness our OCFA heroes receive personalized letters and challenge coins from the President of the United States for their excellence in handling the Garden Grove incident. And the president asked specifically that the letters not just be put in the mail, not just FedEx, not just UPS, but hand delivered to our heroes. And that was just such an honor to witness. And I'm still so incredibly proud of our first responders and our PD too. I see over there turning red. Y'all did a good job too. But to know that they were given handwritten letters and hand-delivered coins, that really speaks to the level of excellence. Y'all are phenomenal. My hat is off to you, sir. I also attended the cadet graduation for our latest addition to our PD roster, who was pinned this evening. I took an OCTA tour of the 91 express lanes to understand the service and impact of the 91 through Orange and Riverside counties. I also attended my ACC Board of Directors meeting where we discussed strategies and programming to impact and benefit member cities and the county as a whole. And then just now, I gave a tour to our Senator Tony Strickland to experience our LosAl link and then see some of the excellent businesses as we launch our business alliance. So super shout out to Dairy Market by Breezy's and Katella Deli for taking part in part of our launch for our business alliance. And that is all of that. So we are going to go ahead and adjourn this meeting of the City Council at 7:20.